So hi Connor, a little bit different today, focusing on the academy for the big cup final tomorrow. What are your thoughts heading into the game?
Exciting. I don't think anyone envisaged this 10, 12 months ago when we were prepping for this season. So for the lads, they've done brilliant. They should all be so proud of their achievements so far. To obviously win the league, for those who don't know, obviously you've got to win your regional league. I think there's 8 divisions and then the 8 winners go into essentially a knockout competition, starting with quarters and the semis and obviously leading to a final. We've managed to beat 2 really good teams in the quarters and semis, so we're proud to be here, and the lads should all be very proud of themselves.
So just tell us, going back throughout the season then, did you find, was there any difficulties, throughout the way? Did you find it quite challenging most of the time coming up against some other academies?
It's tough. Hertford are in our division. I think they won the whole thing last year. They won the champions last year as well, and they're an excellent side. So we knew to win our division, our regional division, was going to be tough to start with. I think we had a couple of defeats early on, but since then I think our last league defeat, maybe all the way back in September, October time, we've pretty much been on some unbelievable form. We've managed to carry that through into this post-season knockout tournament, if you will. So yeah, we knew it would be tough with Hertford in that division. As I said, we've because of a couple of games we dropped points in early on, we actually had to go and beat them both times. So they were 2 good games against a good team, and we're thankful to get the results and give ourselves this opportunity now to be in the champions. And I think that was a great achievement. Obviously, you see the club put it out that we won the league, and we were all very proud of that. And then to manage to go and win 2 games after that and get ourselves into a final just shows how good of a group we managed to get together.
So prepping now for the final tomorrow, as you know, out in the rain today, training and throughout the early starts of the week as well. How prepared are you and the lads, would you say, heading into this fixture?
Isn't it best you can be? It's obviously a little bit different in terms of prepping the first team game, where there's lots of footage of the opposition and you can go back through different games and different systems. Obviously that's very limited when you get to play over academies. It's tough to get hold of footage unless you know people at clubs they've played against, which has been really tough in terms of northern based team. So listen, we're kind of going in a little bit blind. We know a little bit about them, but listen, we know what we do. We'll just stick to our beliefs and our principles, and if the lads apply themselves, we'll give ourselves a great chance and go and create history.
So a couple of players featuring for the team tomorrow, like Bright and Patrick, who have made professional contracts here at the club. How pleased are you to how far they've come, and what are your hopes for the game tomorrow?
Listen, it's not just them boys, obviously, of course, their work and their ability and what they've done for their time with the academy has obviously earned them contracts with the club in terms of the first team setup. But I think it's testament to James O'Dowd, who's the academy manager, and he's the big driving force in terms of recruitment and organisation. And without him, without Leo, Danny, Anton, James, kind of all the coaches, myself, everyone who coached them each and every day to improve them as players and people, I think obviously they don't get that maybe platform to go and express themselves and improve. And I think the key thing is when you're in academy and you've got a direct link with obviously the first team. So I'm the assistant manager of the first team, but I'm seeing these kids every day and taking the sessions, and it gives them a real chance that if they do go and do the business regularly, they're being, as I said, being seen by a first team member of staff. So that link's there, and if they do well, they'll get a chance with the first team if they can impress the gaffer, and obviously there's deals there. So listen, it goes to show that any lad thinking of coming here or that is currently here, that if you keep working hard and go and do the business regularly, there is definitely a pathway to break into the first team, and obviously moving on to just a little bit next season in terms of the EFL, even more so when we hopefully build our academy back in the EFL. So, but for Bright and Pat, they deserved everything they got. Obviously, Pat was excellent last season and earned his deal at the back end of last season. Obviously, Bright's been more this season. So, but both of them have been the standout performers regularly within the academy, and to be fair, they've seamlessly jumped into the first team group, and they're really well liked and really well backed in the first team group in terms of the first team players. They really bought into what they bring, and we're excited for the future. Listen, we think they'll do well. Hopefully they'll be pre-season with us as well, and if they do the business, they'll stay with us. If not, they'll hopefully have a good loan. But we're really pleased with their development, and they're key players in our group now that's got us this far, and we'll hope they'll be big parts of tomorrow.
Well, Connor, it all sounds very, very exciting. So thank you very much for your time today, and all the best of luck for tomorrow.
Cheers, Alf. Appreciate it, mate.